Hi, I'm Michael Litle, and I'm at the Santa Rosa City Hall, which is Santa Rosa is the county seat. So this is the second week, I think, almost of the occupation here, and it's been successful in that they've negotiated with the police, so they don't need to use the police. They actually contain their own problems, like people come by drunk at night or something. I'm making a documentary. I just started a few days ago. I plan for it to be an in-depth and up-close look at the organizing of a small town's occupation. The people I've talked to so far are quite amazing in their background and their motivation, whether they're the 17-year-old who's finally found a job or the 80-year-old who's remembering her grandchildren. And so the documentary will be about this particular place and time. And why I'm doing it is that I've been waiting a long time for a movement that's large enough and grounded enough and grassroots enough and broad-based enough that will actually change how things are run in this country.
You've been out here for 2 days?
Well, I came the first day that they marched into place, but I've been on location for 2 days.
And let's talk about the equipment that you're using.
I'm using a Sony PD-100, which is a very small-scale SD camera from about 7 or 8 years ago, and two lavaliers, one that's a radio lav and one that's a hardwired lav on the people when I talk to them, so I get good close-up interviews and whatever kind of noise background we have. And then I'm using an HD camera that shoots 16 by 9 that will be like the master shots and give it a good look when it airs on a big screen.
You were talking about the Canon here?
Yeah, the Canon. Yeah.
Can you kind of tell us about the Canon?
It's an HD Canon that has a lot of features. You can work in full auto, you can work in manual, you can throw in the ND filters. It's got a wide-angle lens in the front, so I can be close to people. It's got hand-operated iris, which is wonderful, zoom and focus. Or it has, kind of creep zoom, very slow motion zooms you can adjust the speeds on.
How about audio inputs?
Audio inputs,
you have
two XLRs, so
I
can put the one radio mic right here, and I can mount the other one here, or if I have the shotgun, I can put it through here, and they go into here, unless they become separate tracks, which can be mixed in Final Cut properly.
Are you recording on tape, or are you putting
it on?
Yeah,
I'm recording on tape.
What kind of tape?
I don't have a chip, but it's just a DV tape. It's just like a $3 tape.
Old school tape?
Yeah, DV tape.
Right.
Yeah.
And where did you get this, and what's your background in terms of...
From a friend.
You bought it from a friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had two of them. And, I've been teaching filmmaking for 30 years, and I teach this stuff, so I'm pretty facile with the gear.
And where do you teach?
At Sonoma State University. I'm the tenured professor there in communication studies.
Ah. And do you have a name, a title yet for your documentary?
I don't. That's...
Work in progress?
It's a work in progress, but people have said so many incredibly pithy things, I'll probably pull one of the quotes and use that as the title when I get a chance to edit it.
So when you have your documentary, where is it going to be shown? Is it going to be online, or are you going to take it to film festivals?
I'll do both. And it won't be finished for at least a month. And who knows where the movement will be. But there's so many other people doing this, what's happening day by day, that I decided to step aside from that and try to go in depth for one small scale occupation.
So do you edit everything in Final Cut?
Yeah. I need some help. You want to help on this? Can you edit Final Cut?
You can probably find some of the 17-year-olds out there that do a pretty good job. You need
Yeah.
the eyes, ears.
Right, and the time. It just takes time. I don't have a lot of time because I teach full time.
And what do you teach?
Filmmaking and media criticism.
Can you talk a little bit about the course, media criticism?
Well, this particular semester, it's a senior seminar for people that are going out into the world. So it's not so focused on media criticism as it is on how do you find work in the field of communication.
So
they're very anxious about that.
Can you give us an elevator pitch? How do you find work in the field of communication? When everybody is a communicator, everybody can go out and get themselves a $39 H.D. camera and become a communicator.
Well, I haven't got an easy answer. My view is you better keep your day job and do something with your hands, preferably, that would be useful, like plumbing or cooking. You know, I myself have been able to survive by teaching and filmmaking in the summertime, but I don't think many folks can do that. And so I just look for useful work, preferably to do with the earth, preferably to do with food.
How about the whole YouTube phenomena that's happened over the last couple of years? Can you talk about that?
I use Vimeo.
I see.
Just to try to have a smaller scale audience, and the YouTube as a liberating tool is incredible. I mean, I watch Keith Olbermann every night. Or he forwards it to me now. I get contacts in my email. What's the name of that show that he does? Conflict.
I know he's on Current.
Current.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That's a network that
It's a
Al
network.
Gore put together.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah,
that's
Al
the Al Gore
Gore
network.
Yeah, $50
That's
million bucks.
Based in San Francisco.
Based in San Francisco.
My son helped build that studio.
There you go.
I
Small
didn't
world.
realize that.
Yeah.
Well, that makes me feel good. So,
So you have a son. Is he in filmmaking as well?
you Google him, Joshua Atesh Litle,
Spell the last name.
Litle. His new feature-length documentary was finished by the Smithsonian Institute, funded in Europe, and it's about hip-hop traveling around the world. And the thing you can watch on YouTube or anywhere, basically, is called The Price of Silence, and it's Amnesty International funded it, and it takes place in the UN General Assembly. It's a rock video with all the UN delegates dancing.
Okay. Do you have a Facebook page or?
No.
Yeah, Vimeo is where we can find you.
Vimeo, Michael Litle, Litle.
Closing comments?
The world is changing, and it's really wonderful to be alive at 65 and see it happening at last.
Rill, but I had you spelled Carol. Yeah, my mom. I love it. Karyl Averill. Perfect. You live here in Santa Rosa? I live 5 blocks away. Okay. In the Victorian. So tell me why you decided to come out here, and how, what was your reaction when the city council decided to let you go ahead? Well, my reaction, somebody took a picture of me. I was weeping right there. I collapsed because I really was afraid that the police were going to come and show force. We're not a forceful movement. We're just really upset with the status quo today, with the economy and with the corruption. 5 blocks away, my husband and I have worked out an arrangement where I stay at night, I pick up the kids in the morning, and that's about it.
A very nice song.